You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you.
Does that name ring any...
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, she must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been...
For how long?
about half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds... You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal.
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking... That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe that feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times.
So what you're saying is... that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth. I don't think... If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, but she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want...
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like...
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure...
No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, 'cause I also have... I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really...
Oh really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause...
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Fa... Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we...
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for... You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let...
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine.
Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine, you're not crying?
everything's fine.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say...
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are... just... Thank you.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Fa, that means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and...
I've tried that already.
And?
And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but she even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she...
I don't know much about spirits.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish... Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard...
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else...
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, I heard you talking about your plan, rather than steering clear of the situation. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
I'm full.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like... Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just...
Clairvy, if you've got some time,
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never...
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be the people in charge. They're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster.
Wait, does that mean the knave...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry, she's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in the...
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy. Perry. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this... Maybe we should try it.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and...
To go outside, where the sun can find me.
That's... It? Well, that sounds easy enough.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name... Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we...
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that some... Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. If the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our... You too. Okay, this... I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well.
Mind the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow.
It's the knave! And... child! Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Sneg. I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine.
What sort of unfinished business are we...
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in
Oh, okay, so have you found any...
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence...
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not... But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious...
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?